How's it going, guys, and welcome to today's video. I know a lot of the people that watch my channel have animals of their own, and if you do any breeding of any kind of livestock, eventually you're going to encounter some problems. So today I wanted to take a minute and talk about when and how to properly hand deliver afterbirth out of a cow that's not cleaning out on her own. That's what we're talking about today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Before we get started, I kind of feel like I should just tell you guys that, there's really no two ways around it. This video is going to be gross. It's going to be graphic. We're going to have cameras right up in there to see what's going on. I feel like I have to do that in order to really show you guys the proper way to do this. But I know that some people don't want to see that. So I'm giving you fair warning. Now, if that's not the kind of thing that you want to see, you might want to just go to the next video. The cow that I'll be demonstrating on today is a first calf heifer that, wouldn't you know, on her first go around, she delivered a set of twins all by herself too, which was pretty impressive. But here we are 2 days later and she still has afterbirth hanging out of her. Now, my kind of rule of thumb is between 24 hours and 2, maybe even 3 days. If she hasn't cleaned out on her own by then odds are she's not going to, and I'm going to have to help her. Because she's a first calf heifer and barely makes enough milk to feed one calf, I took one twin home already to raise on the bottle because I knew that she wasn't going to be making enough milk for both of them to drink. So if you're wondering why you don't see 2 calves running around in here, that's why. The first thing that we have to do is separate mother and baby, which things are about to go a little bit easier than I had anticipated. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Making a last ditch effort there. Okay, mother, let's get you up in the tub. Hey, other way. Other way. We'll get your baby back with you here in a minute. Tell her. Say we need to hurry up and get this done. Which is good, because I need this open. Well, I didn't actually get to film that exactly how I wanted to, but sometimes you got to take advantage of opportunity. She's in the chute now, so let's get to work. For this job, I'm going to need this butt gate to be open so I have good access to what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is stick a pipe in behind her through the bars in the squeeze chute so that if for some reason she was able to get her head free, she's not able to back up and run me over. Probably wouldn't happen, but when you're out here working by yourself, you can't be too safe. We have talked about when to do this. Now, let me show you how to do it. The most important thing with this job is that you don't just grab a hold of this and yank it out. You got to be really gentle, and usually this is very slippery and hard to hold on to. So what I will do is just take and wrap it around my hand, and that way I can pull without it slipping too much. So the goal here is to just apply pressure and not even really pull, and you will start to feel it release inside of her. So inside, this placenta is still attached to her uterus. I don't remember the scientific term. Nodes, I think, is what they call them. So there, I just felt a couple of them break, and it looks like I got another little piece there. So again, the goal is gentle, steady pressure, and you'll start to feel that come out. So just slow and steady pressure, and that's about it. And pretty soon, so I got the big piece off there. This is hard to hang on to, but just go real easy. So what you don't want to have happen is you don't want this to break to where some of it is left inside of her. We want to make sure that we get it all, which is why it's important to let those little buttons break, or nodes, whatever you want to call them. Let them break instead of actually ripping the placenta in half. And as long as we do that, now that doesn't help when you do that. So like that's when you would probably break it, is when she kind of jumps on you like that. So I just want to make sure that I'm one step ahead of her, and if she does that, that I can just move with her. And that way we shouldn't break. So yeah, I'm having a tough time hanging on to that. It's slippery. We're getting it though. Little by little. Still on there pretty good.
Throughout this whole procedure, I'm probably only applying about 5 to 10 pounds of pressure on the placenta, and every so often you'll feel a pop. And what that is the buttons releasing from the uterus, and this is what we want to feel because we know that the placenta is releasing in the correct spot and not tearing.
Busted it. Now I think we got it. It's moving a lot more freely now. So we just kind of go with as fast as it wants to come. We'll just, yeah, we're free now. All right, there. Now, you wouldn't have thought there was that much left in her. And if we broke it off, we wouldn't have known. But I feel pretty confident that that's everything. So we can turn her loose, and I'm probably going to wash my hands. And that's about all there is to it. The key is just slow and steady pressure. Take your time, don't be in a rush, and you should have success like I did just now. Now that we're finished with her, we can let her back out and put mom and baby back together. Go ahead. Do you feel better? That's got to feel a little better. You look better. As with any time that you perform any sort of procedure like this, no matter how minimal or how intensive it is, it's always a good idea to keep an eye on the animal for the next couple of days and just make sure that everything looks good and that they're not getting worse or having any sort of adverse reactions to what happened. This is a pretty minimally invasive procedure, and I see no reason why she won't be completely back to normal within a couple days. I mean, she's already looking like and acting like a normal cow, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to be fine on this one. Well, with that, I think we can let her back out with the others and call this good. Thanks for hanging out at the ranch with me today, guys. Sorry if I grossed you out, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.